turning former military bases into world-class districts like BGC and Newport City was the BCDA's primary mission. But the skyline is just the surface. The real operation happens deep within the agency. Join us to find out what's really going on behind closed doors. If you look at the skyline of Metro Manila today, it is impossible to ignore the works of modern urban planning, Bonifacio Global City and Newport City. These aren't just districts, they are symbols of progress. Through the Bases Conversion and Development Authority, or BCDA, the government transformed the former Fort Bonifacio and Villamor Air Base into economic hubs. It was the ultimate partnership with the private sector. A vision realized, a promise that selling military lands would fuel the modernization of the Philippines' defense. On the surface, it looks like a victory, but if you dig beneath the concrete and glass, the numbers tell a very different story. In 2011, the Senate dropped a bombshell. They adopted a resolution specifically to create an oversight committee to scrutinize the BCDA. Why? Because the math wasn't adding up. Despite generating billions from the sale and lease of prime military properties, the very lands that became the BGC you see today, the BCDA reported a staggering net loss of $6.7 billion in 2008. How does an agency sitting on a gold mine record such a massive loss? This wasn't just bad accounting, it was a red flag that triggered the Senate's constitutional power. The Senate had to step in. Their oversight is rooted in the Constitution, the power to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation. The BCDA has a specific charter. Its profits are legally mandated to modernize the armed forces of the Philippines. When billions vanish into losses instead of equipment for soldiers, oversight isn't just an option, it is a necessity to ensure public accountability. Fast forward to 2020. Senator Risa Hontiveros filed a resolution seeking a comprehensive audit. The concern? A massive $13.2 billion allegedly unremitted to the military. But here is where it gets complicated. The BCDA fought back. They denied the money was missing. Their defense was technical. They claimed the $13.2 billion wasn't lost, but rather parked in the Bureau of the Treasury. They argued that these funds were simply caught in the bureaucracy, awaiting official appropriation by Congress before they could be released to the AFP. But this explanation raises an even bigger question. If the money was there all along, why the delay? Why did it take a Senate inquiry to locate funds that were desperately needed for modernization? Whether missing or parked, the end result for the soldier on the ground was the same. The money wasn't there when they needed it. We have the buildings. We have the explanation of parked funds, but we still have the audits. If the system is working as it should, the books would balance themselves without Senate intervention, which leaves us with one final uncomfortable thought. Why must it come to a question from the Senate regarding the lost remittance money if it's not suspicious?